I can give you the top 5.
Perfect.
AKA, 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 and AKA.
So the better performer is the better rapper?
But there must be something that we have created or that we have built that someone else can run with.
No.
Kendrick's not better than me.
No, he's not, but...
You know when you're listening to someone's greatest hits?
I promised to put South Africa on the map. I did that. Next year, I'm gonna go for the bonus package.
What's going on, YouTube? So we have some serious things to talk about, right? But before I get into that, I just want to say, if you've been a subscriber from like 400 and something subscribers to like 1 point something, you guys know that I had promised to make this video, right? Because I once made a top 20, but then I only ended it at number 11. And then I promised you guys that I was going to make a top 10 of all time. And I just feel like this is the perfect time to do it. So when it comes to South African hip-hop, guys, I've heard different things. I've heard Madlera's the GOAT. I've heard Nasty C's the GOAT. I've heard A Reese the GOAT, aka Pro, Double HPKO. It's just a bunch of artists, right? It's never, you know, like in the US when we talk about GOATs, we always hear the same names pop up. Like it's either we hear Tupac or we hear Biggie or we hear Nas and Jay-Z. Tupac, Biggie, Nas, Jay-Z, right? Maybe as of recent, Kendrick Lamar, and you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to South Africa, it's just a variety of people, right? And me, as Brando, I'm going to try and be... I'm looking for the right English word, the English yabale. I'm going to try and not be biased when I'm making this list, right? I think it's not a secret that my favorite rapper of all time is AKA, right? And then my favorite new school rapper, well, the generation after AKA is Nasty C, right? That's not a secret. So I'm going to try by all means to not be biased. And you guys will let me know in the comments if you guys think I'm being biased or not. Okay, so if this is a surprise to a lot of y'all that Pitch Black Afro is the 10th best rapper of all time, let me explain, right? Pitch Black Afro's album Styling Gel was the first hip-hop album in the country to go double times platinum. I'm not sure how far those stats go, but I'm also guessing he was the first African rapper to go double times platinum, you know? So that is such a game-changing moment on its own, because it kind of showed us that, hey, you could actually make money off this hip-hop thing. Hey, you could actually, you know, get plaques off this hip-hop thing, get awards, and you know what I'm saying? So he really shaped and changed the game. He helped shape and change the game, you know what I'm saying? We cannot take away what Pitch Black Afro did. And in Pitch Black Afro's time, he was one of the best rappers, bro. Like, trust me. If we go back to Pitch Black Afro's time, the bars he was spitting back then, just him being him, he was the best thing out, you know? So, number 10, definitely well-deserved Pitch Black Afro for his influence and what he's actually given to the South African hip-hop industry in a whole. Our number 9 is a legend, man. Our number 9 is a legend. Maybe some of you guys might be like, oh, why is he so far at number 9? You'll see the list. You'll understand why. But Stogie T is on this top 10 because what he did with Stu Me and the Volume, outstanding. I mean, for the fact that these people traveled internationally so much that they felt like they weren't even connecting with South Africans because they were outside a lot and they were just traveling a lot and performing in other European countries. For me, I feel like what Nasty C is doing with the whole European tours and everything, it really started with Stogie and the volume, well, Do Me and the volume, right? And Stogie T's debut album, I think it was Music from My Good Eye, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Music from My Good Eye, right? At the time it released, this album was named the greatest hip-hop album of all time, right? And yeah, man, we know Stogie, bruh. Just lyrically as well, he's a beast. And if this was a different list, if this was South Africa's greatest lyricist, maybe he would have been 2, 3, you know? But this is all-round rapper, like the all-round hip-hop artist. And as an all-round hip-hop artist, we respect and thank Stogie T for what he's done for South African hip-hop, right? But there's still a certain thing that is, you know, kind of preventing Stogie T from being that ultimate South African hip-hop artist, you know. For starters, Stogie T doesn't have that nationally recognized hit, that nationally recognized song. We can say by any means, Mara, by any means, it's not really nationally recognized, but even if we say that's nationally recognized, it's an MT song, right? I mean, we can all agree that MT carried that song, right? But Stogie T well deserved to be in the top 10 greatest MCs of all time. Okay, so my number 8 has to be Riky Rick, and if Squatter Camp wasn't a group, then I would put them at number 8 because they contributed into making hip-hop commercial, right? But Riky Rick, he might not be the best lyricist, right? But one thing Zinga said one time was, he's still Riky Rick. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's still Makado, he's still Boss Song, you know what I'm saying? And let's not mention what he did with Cotton Fest. You know, Cotton Fest is... Jeez. It shaped the culture, not just in hip-hop, but just music culture in a whole. It literally made a difference. You know, and it's still making a difference. You know, and in 2014, Riky Rick was part of the front guys. You know, KO Cass, aka Ricky. He was the other guy in the, you know, but still, that's such a, it's crazy. Like, his influence onto the South African industry might not be noticed that much because maybe they saw Ricky as a fashion guy or a, you know, event guy, like what he did with Cotton Fest. But Ricky put on so many artists. A big portion of the game wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Riky. Think about that. Okay, so our number 7 is Cassper Nyovest. And guys, bear with me. I know some of you guys are like, what? How's Mr. Phillip number? Hold on, right? Let me try and explain how this list is being compiled, right? So, the reason I put Pitch Black Afro at number 10, right, is because he did something for hip-hop, but not necessarily musically, right? He did something for hip-hop in terms of the exterior things about it, like the accomplishments, you know? He was the first rapper to go double times plat. Hence, I put him there because no one else had done that. But I wouldn't say that he had changed the game into making the next guy sound like Pitch Black Afro. For example, Travis Scott, the whole of Bramfontein sounds like Travis Scott. Well, okay, the whole of Bramfontein sounds like Playboy Cardi now. Sorry, Bram. Besides Bramfontein, in America, at some point, a lot of people sounded like Travis Scott, you know? And then it brings me to Stogie T. The reason why he's there is because internationally he did his thing, right? And at some point he had the greatest South African hip-hop album, right? But he doesn't have that nationally recognized hits. That's why he can't be at a specific point. Riky as well. Riky, yes, he had the nationally recognized hits, and you know what I'm saying? He did influence something within the music because a lot of people blew up from Riky, but it wasn't necessarily because of his sound or his music. It was because of his influence, how he thinks, how he moves, how he brings people into the game, what he says. You know what I'm saying? Which also brings me to Cass. He changed the game in a different way. Like the numbers, he broke Pitch Black Afro's record for being the second rapper to go double times platinum. And fill up. It's all the other things that are outside from the music. There's no guy coming up who's gonna sound like Cass. But Cass came up sounded like maybe a Khuli Chana, maybe a double HP. Which will make sense why this list is shaped like this, right? Cassper's a legend. Don't get me wrong. The reason why I can't put him in the top 5 or anything higher is because we really can't box him in as a hip hop artist. We've shared him for such a very long time. Like we shared Cassper with Kwaito, we shared Cassper with Abapiano. He's just a South African musician, right? But he has done a lot for the South African hip hop industry. And I think number 6 is well deserved. I mean, number 7 is well deserved for Mr. Cassper Nyovest. And another thing we don't realize about Cassper is in his time, right? We compare Cassper to AKA, KO, those guys, that generation. We don't realize that KO and AKA have been here longer than Cassper. But still, he's in the talk with these guys. So he has really done a lot, but I've explained my reasons why I can't put him higher than what I'm putting him at. And yeah, it all makes sense. So our number 6 is No Question, which makes sense why I put Cassper at number 7. Now, with Khuli Chana, the only thing I really have to say is Mufftown Heights. Really. Like Mufftown Heights, I mean, that is such a big portion of South African hip-hop. Like, it's such a big portion of South African hip-hop history. It's, yo, you just had to be there. you just had to be there, my dog. But it's a big portion of the South African hip-hop industry, and for him being one of the founders of that whole thing, to me, is just crazy. You know what I'm saying? And besides Mufftown Heights, Motswako, right? We know he's not the Motswako originator, right? He is, but he's not, right? But for me, I think Khuli Chana took it and ran with it. Like Double HP's Maradona, but Khuli Chana's messy with it. You feel what I'm saying? Khuli Chana's messy with it. He's the Motswako originator, But he's just the GOAT, man. I think Khuli Chana is number 6 is well deserved for Mr. Khuli. What you did with Morafe, crazy. What you guys did for Motswako, what you guys did for the next generation, like Cassper. Now you get why Cassper can't be above Khuli. He just can't. I can never in my wildest dreams put Cassper above Khuli. Khuli deserves to be here. Number 6. And yeah, comment if you guys think Cassper's better than Khuli. But to me, there is no goddamn way that Khuli. Okay, now number 5 is no debate, man. Like, number 5 is no debate, dog. It's Kwesta. Dakar. What? The king of African rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, already, he's giving himself that name. You know, he gotta be in the top 5. But first of all, let me explain why. Nyovest is 119 times platinum. Name me an artist who can compete with that. I'll wait. 119 times platinum. It's 11 times diamond. No one. Okay. Exactly, that's what I thought. The whole album, 7 times platinum. Again, oh wait, no, there is someone, but we'll mention that guy. But name another artist besides that guy we'll mention. 7 times platinum for an album. Kwesta's Dakar 2 had, it was just hits. That's not an album. Like, oh no, it is an album, respectfully, right? I'm not saying that like in any disrespectful way, but Kwesta's Dakar 2 is not an album. Like, it's a playlist full of hits, bro. It's a playlist full of super features. It's just like, what? Yo, that guy had Rick Ross, Wale, aka. He was just flooded, bro. Cass, Orion and Gutu. Like, bro, relax, my dog. Relax, bro. But yeah, he went crazy. Kwesta deserves to be in the number 5. I mean, he took a lot of summer awards that season. That was his season. Of Dakar 2, that was his year. And he broke records. He literally broke records that at that time we were like, what the hell is this, bro? You know? Literally, ulethu rikrosekasi. Okoka Kwesta wa mtuma makwenya. No mtumi sinko. That's cool, bro. For me, that's some cool. I ain't gonna lie. But number 5, Kwesta, well deserved. Name me a rapper who has a song that is 119 times platinum. Like, yo, bro, do you understand the royalty of that? But anyway, Kwesta number 5, let's go. At number 4, RIP the GOAT, man. Again, a lot of you guys might be like, what? AKA number 4. It will make sense, guys. Just let me cook. Like, you know, sometimes they never let Brando cook. Like, just please subscribe. Because I know all of you guys that are watching my videos and not subscribed. You guys think I can't cook. And I'm cooking. I'm coming. Whichever content creator y'all think is better than me at this hip-hop thing, I'm coming for you, bro. I swear, like they're gonna be making lists like this of content creators, and I'm gonna be the GOAT of it. Alright? But anyway, aka RIP the GOAT. Yo, where do we even start? But anyway, again, when I said name another artist whose album went 7 times platinum, it's this guy, aka with Levels. Levels went 7 times platinum. Dreamwork, the song, 52 times platinum. 52 times platinum. Are we okay? Yo, what happened, bro? No. Nah. Niggas can't be breaking records like this. Nah. 52 times platinum. Do you understand what that is, bro? Nah, we can't be breaking records like that. But anyway, man. AKA has done a lot. I mean, in his entire career, I think he bagged 37 awards, if I'm not mistaken. But it's just 30 something. Last time I checked, it was 34, but that was when he was still alive, right? And then he did get a bunch of awards after he passed on. And Keenan is just that all-round South African hip-hop artist. Like, he's the blueprint. Like, kids, if you guys want to blow up, aspire to be like AKA. If you guys want to blow up and be the greatest South African rapper, if that's what you really dream of being, aspire to be like AKA. He's the perfect example of what a South African star is. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, people are going crazy over Tyler doing her thing internationally. But Tyler ain't doing it in South Africa. No offense, right? But in South Africa, I've never seen Tyler on the charts in a very high position, you know? awards in South Africa. I've never seen her win anything really. Does she have a SAMA award? I mean, you got a Grammy, but you don't have a SAMA. You know, so aspire to be like AKA. Never mind Shoma Josie. Never mind Makazi. Never mind Tyler, Elaine, Trevor, AKA. I've been seeing this guy's face since I was 11. I'm 25 today. Literally. 25 today, because today's my birthday. Literally, that's crazy. But yeah, like, AKA is just the GOAT, right? And it will make sense why he's at number 4, right? Because the top 3, get ready. Our number 3 is Pro Kid, Donkey San, right? I definitely know for this one, people are crushing me. Like, no, bruh, no. Some people are leaving the video. Dislike. Hold up, bro. Let me cook, bro. Hey, dog. Let me cook, bro. Let me cook. Alright. Pro Kid, right? Pro Kid, greatest rapper of all time. Did you hear what I said? He's the greatest rapper of all time. If this was a different list, if this was a who's the greatest rapper with the skill, with the, you know, then definitely Pro Kid. Definitely on any day I'd put Pro Kid number 1 on that list. No cap. But it's a different list. We're looking at an all-round hip hop artist with a balance of this and a balance of this, right? I could have put AKA above Pro Kid, but the only reason why I didn't put AKA above Pro Kid is because lyrically, Pro Kid is superior, right? And don't get me wrong, AKA is also a beast lyrically. Don't think AKA is a musical, like, he's just being artistic and doing Beyonce and no. He has bars. Listen to Bryanston Drive. Listen to, I don't even want to say Composure. That's his. Listen to Simdo. Listen to Ranjosi, second verse. Listen to Hallelujah with Du Bois. Listen to Heaven. Listen to N-Word Remix. He's a GOAT. He's not to be played with. Listen to Bang Out. Bang Out. He made Nasty C. But anyway, I would have put AK above Pro, right? But it would be kind of unfair because Pro kind of crawled, so AKA and them could walk. You feel me? And if we didn't have a Pro, would we have had an AKA? Think about it, because Pro gave AKA Pro gave Ivy League a breakthrough, right? And if we didn't have a Pro, would we have had an AKA? Maybe we would, right? But if it was that situation, then okay, I would have put AK above Pro. But for now, I can't do that. I just think Pro will always remain greater than AKA, and not taking anything away from AKA. I'm not taking anything away from AKA, but Pro was just a beast, man. AK is the perfect definition of what a hip hop star should be. Pro Kid is the definition of what a South African hip hop rapper should be. You guys feel me? Like, he's the definition. Like, if you want like, I could take any nigga right now, Pro. If you want I'm a star, still dope, but I'm a star, AKA. And yeah, Pro's influence and Pro's, what Pro gave to the industry will always be remembered. For me, in his generation, he's my GOAT. Pro, aka Nasty. Those are my GOATs. After the Nasty C generation, Flame. Like, those are my goats, you know. So, Pro, man, he's third. And it will make sense when you see number 2. Okay, our number 2 is Bosso Kemang, right? Bit of controversial, right? Because I know a lot of people are like, WHP is better than Pro. I need to watch what I'm about to say. I'm going to stand on business, yes. WHP is better than Pro, right? And hear me out. Itanki-san, Snakes and Ladders. I think the other one was Heads and Tails, right? What was the other one by Pro? But yeah, anyway. Pro's albums, right? They great. They dope. Listening to the albums as a whole, like, they are amazing, right? But what WHP did with Acceptance Speech, my man, I don't know, like, I still feel like no one else has come close to that besides MT's Avery. Honestly. Like, bro. And he won awards for that. And he's the true Motswako originator. You know, he's the real Motswako originator. Instead of this guy buying Lamborghinis and all of that, this nigga wanted to invest into the hip-hop game, into the Northwest hip-hop game, and grow where he's from. He's a GOAT. If it wasn't for him, no Khuli. If it wasn't for him, no Cassper. If it wasn't for him, no Motswako. He's a GOAT, bro. Like, I can't start to explain where we start with WHP. Like, he's just a GOAT. If you guys want to know the WHP documentary and the story, right here on this channel. I've dropped the video already. If you want to check it out, go check it out. But yo, Mr. Harambe is really Harambe, man. Like, he's a GOAT, and I think he deserves number 2, being the second greatest rapper of all time. No cap. And let's go to our number 1. KO. KO is lyrically a beast. KO's longevity is unmatched. KO is a record breaker. KO is still competing with the young kids. KO is competing with every single genre. KO is the greatest rapper in South Africa right now. And KO is the greatest rapper in South Africa of all time.
You can miss me, never seen a rapper this mean. On my 16, isanganiso, Nova Magavane Yasazi, we strongly show.
If you want to disagree with that, I almost took out the biggest swear word in the world. But KO is the greatest of all time, man. Angazi ngifuna ngiqalephi, ngifuna ngiqale kuSkhanda Republic, ngifuna ngiye ku-SR2, ngifuna ngiye ku-SR3, ngifuna ngiye ku-Sete, angazi, Tear Gas, Cash Time. He's been here. He's been here, bro. It would be unfair to not make KO our number 1. KO is the greatest South African rapper of all time, bruh. No. Lyrically, that man is a beast. KO, lyrically, he's...
Cut the lights. Get my monitor on. Pushing our poster.